I didn't really have a money life. I didn't know about investing. My husband doesn't take my idea for stocks. My husband will not let me spend. I was greeted with a lot of silence. My father and myself, we share the same bank. We have accounts in the same bank. So this person, the gentleman from the bank, he came over to make a suggestion about the mutual funds. By that time, I had studied enough about mutual fund, and I have a personal aversion to NFOs because there is no data to study really about any specific scheme. So we've known him for at least 4 or 5 years, and then he presented the mutual fund, and then some of the points that I mentioned that came up. It was just few simple doubts, and I was greeted with a lot of silence because I think number one, they were surprised because for me it was a new, it was a new behavior from my part because earlier I had not participated on that level. Okay, I had asked them for advice. I asked the manager for advice. You tell me about this. Do you think this will give returns? What percentage do you think? Whereas this time the nature of my questioning was different. And I was not really, I was not really uncomfortable or anything. What really surprised me was that both my father and the manager were willing to stop and listen to my questions. And the manager was willing to give me proper factual answers. I had this thought that, I didn't really have a money life. Money was not really on my radar. I didn't know about investing. I didn't know about stocks because, this, that, and the other. All these conservative thoughts in my head. Women don't do investing. Women don't do stocks, and it was all just in my own head. I don't know why I had such a mindset. So then I have been since then, the last 1 year, I've been working very actively on seeing all of these guys in a new light. Men want women to know these things. Men appreciate women who pull themselves up and participate in these things. This is a new learning for me, a new life learning. And anybody who comes to me and tells me, my husband doesn't take my idea for stocks. My husband will not let me spend money. My husband or my father doesn't think I have the skill to invest. If somebody was to come and tell me this, I would try my level best to convince them to have a different approach or a mindset, because I think if I have seen a lot of my own thing was in my own imagination, and are men want people they trust, their own family members. Okay, if they are women, to actually educate themselves on this, and then kind of have a conversation or a discussion or a debate on why a company is good, why a company is not good, why a sector, they want that kind of a discussion going on at home with people they trust. So be it a sister or a wife or a friend or a neighbor, somebody within their circle. Because you're a woman, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that's the case. So I learned that in the community because I started studying. My dad, he will be 80 next year, so he's as conservative. Many times I tell him, you belong to the ice age, you don't belong here. So he is as conservative as they come. If he is willing to hear me out. I had some things to say about LIC, and I had some things to say about a mutual fund of HDFC last month. He sat and he heard me out. He doesn't agree with me, that is different, but he didn't totally sweep off my participation in the conversation. And for me, that is huge progress. That is being counted for something more than today's menu, today's withdrawal from my ATM. That is being really counted. So that is for me like like one something, I don't know. So I feel like, okay, I've arrived. So yeah, if I do not make the time for what is important for me, then I don't have anybody else to point fingers or shift the blame. Because one thing my mom always used to say, if you don't remember to do it, it is not important for you. Some things you would say, oh, did you do this? Oh, I'll say, oh, I forgot. Then how can you forget? Is it not important for you? It's not important for you if you forget. My mom always said that. I used to forget seeing news about stocks. I used to forget looking up the stock price. I used to forget that I needed to have the PDF of the annual report in my phone. So many things I forget. And then it was more of a thing where I came up and I said, I'm falling short because I don't have the conviction behind my goals. Yeah, I have the goals on paper. Goals are not important for me. It's not going to be important for my husband or my father or my mother or my kids. So how important are my goals for me? So that really was something that kept coming up and up. And I think all those of us who feel that we don't have the time, we need to put in a little bit of time, whatever it might be, even if it is 5 minutes, even if it is 10 minutes. Something is better than nothing. And once we start there, we find that the 10 minutes, it grows automatically. Now my kids say, Ma, you're doing your homework. They now are at a point where they feel that Amma has something to study. Amma also studies. Amma also has a responsibility. She is answerable to the teacher. I think once we stand firm in what we think are important goals for us, people around us, they tend to adjust or they rally around us. That is something I have learned about the men in my family, about kids. I wouldn't have learned that if I had not, committed to learning about stocks. So it's important to you, and it's important for the family that you continue to do this.